Good morning, everybody. Crafting Journey here, that Journey Chick on Instagram. And don't I look amazingly comfortable today? This is that, know that commercial where the guy and the girl that go out on the date, and he's like, "Oh, you look beautiful," and she's like, "You look amazingly comfortable," because he's got this cockeyed shirt on. This is the shirt, yeah. And this hat is the one that, I said, which hat do you guys want me to make next? And you guys voted, and 48% of the vote went to Mocha Java. And here is the hat. I think it turned out pretty good. I would take it off and show you, but guys, I'm telling you what, my hair is a hot mess. I need to get one of those fake heads. I don't know what you call them. Fake heads where you can put hats on, take pictures of them. I need to get one of those. What are they called? What are they called? I don't even know. So we got Alice lost here again, guys. She's lost. We found her. Oh, man. I was up so late last night. I could not sleep. Any other time of the day or night, I can sleep like a baby. But, tell me that I got to go to sleep to get up and go to work the next day. Nope. I am up all freaking night. I mean, I wanted to finish this hat. I had tried to go to sleep, couldn't sleep, so I woke up and I said, well, let me finish this hat. And I finished rows 7 through 22, and I thought, well, there's going to be a band after that, so I'll do that tomorrow. And I looked at the book, and the book said there was only one row left, like just the finish row. So there's no band. It's all this stuff. It's all double crochet. Super simple hat. And it's done in the round. You just have to use a stitch marker to make sure you know which row you're on. Super simple. And I think I'm finally getting the hang of the magic ring. I think I can now do it without having to pull up a video to show me how to do it. Yes, I finally got it. I think I only watched the videos like 4,000 times. You know what that means? That means Rebecca needs to do her own magic ring video, right? Why not? What's going on here today with these drills? We're back to square drills, guys. So after yesterday's live, I don't know what happened. I really think it was StreamYard. So if you weren't here during yesterday's live, if you watch the replay, you have no idea what was going on, because I watched the replay, couldn't hear the noise. So towards the end of the first hour, everybody kept saying there was a noise, and I didn't hear it on my iPad, and I did not hear it back on the replay. So it had to be something on StreamYard's end. So I ended the live. Then I tried to go live on Instagram. Well, something was going on with Instagram because nobody could stay live yesterday. I noticed another person, this exercise lady that I follow, she kept trying to go live and getting cut off. But so yeah, the connections just wouldn't stay connected yesterday. So going live yesterday was not a good idea. I do want to go live on Instagram. What's today? Monday? Maybe not today. Maybe tomorrow night. Monday nights is a pretty busy night. I know you guys watch a lot of other people on Monday nights. Oh, heavens, Crystal is on tonight. I love my Crystal. Love me some Crystal, Crystal, Crystal. So I finished kitting up the Treasure Studios Arts Dormouse. So I'll be working on that probably on the weekends. Um, and then this one during the week. And then when my mystery painting comes in, I'm so excited. I haven't done a mystery painting since last year. It's been a while, a hot minute. Um, this is all this is all sliding today. Why are you sliding? Um, I need the peas. Why do I always do peas when I'm on camera? I don't know. Okay. So what was I doing up so late? Well, I was, I watched some more of, you know, Chicago Med. Now I'm into season 5. God, is that a good show? And then I turned it off because like I was gonna go to sleep, couldn't sleep. So then I started listening to the book club book Elsewhere. Oh my God, so good. Oh, I'm already like chapter 14, I think. So I was just sitting there listening to that in bed while I finished up the hat that I'm wearing. So I don't forget the book club. We've decided it's going to be the last Sunday of every month that we'll meet. We'll discuss the book that we read during the month, kind of like a book of the month, and then we'll decide on our next book. But this book is called Elsewhere. Um, and if you look in the Facebook group, you'll see the book and the author, and you can get it pretty much anywhere. I'm listening to the Audible. Yeah, I'm getting used to this decaf. I can almost say it's pretty good. It's been so long since I had real coffee. This tastes pretty darn good. You get used to it, I guess. Um, Still a little headachy, but not bad. Not bad at all. Nothing I can't deal with. With a little Motrin. That wasn't the reason I couldn't sleep last night. I just was not tired. Um, I don't know. So today is, it certainly fits the bill. It is National Napping Day. Yes, it is. I saw this and I went, oh, I can get behind this day. Oh yeah, and I'm laughing because the article said, the best naps are like 10 to 20 minutes. I'm like, 10 to 20 minutes? Good Lord, that's not even worth getting into bed and getting the dogs arranged. No, my naps are a little bit longer than that. Um, and they say, these naps, they're an integral part of most cultures. Yeah, a lot of cultures will come home in the middle of the day from work, take a nap, siesta, and then go back to work. Granted, they don't get home till 7:30, 8 o'clock at night, so they're eating dinner late at night. It's just weird. I visited Spain once, and they were doing that, and I thought, oh, this is odd, because they would go to work, come home, take naps, go back to work. And then, so we were eating dinner so late because I stayed with this family. Um, it was nice to get to know the culture, but so weird. So they say 10 to 20-minute naps are the most effective when midday fatigue hits. It improves alertness, productivity, mood. Nice. So the naps that I take every day, not feeling guilty at all. I get really tired about 11 o'clock. I'm like, oh, even last Tuesday when I was at work around 11 o'clock, I couldn't keep my eyes open. So what I did was I just put my head down on the desk. I didn't go to sleep. I just put my head down on the desk, complete silence for 5 minutes or so. Then I was fine. So I guess that's a type of a nap. I don't know. But they celebrate it on March. Is today March 15th? March 15th because of the daylight savings time. Everybody lost an hour this past weekend. So when you lose that kind of sleep, you got to make up for it with a little bitty nap. Maybe that's what I was thinking last night. Hey, you lost an hour. No, that doesn't make any sense, does it? No, Rebecca. Uh-uh. I'm just a night owl. I get so much done at night. I really do. I wish I could get the laundry done, but the plumber is not coming until tomorrow. So I don't have to go into the office tomorrow. I traded. So my office day this week will be Thursday. But I will be waiting for the plumber so I can get my laundry done. Hopefully it's something he can. I think there's just a clogged pipe. The washing machine. I went in and the laundry room was flooded. So the washing machine had, where it goes into the drain pipe had overflowed. And so I think he just has to unclog it and then I'll be fine. It kind of feels good to do squares. I took that little bit of a break and so coming back to it, anytime you get really tired of something, it's best to take a little break from it. I find that with, crocheting or loom knitting or whatever, just take a break from it and then come back to it in a little while and you'll be refreshed. And same with work. If I get frustrated with work, I take a little time off, walk around the house, do a couple of things, and then go back to it. That's why I like working from home. When I was in the office, if I got frustrated, I would grab my work buddy and we would go on a walk. And yeah, those were the days. Sometimes we would take a walk at lunchtime and go over to McDonald's. There was a McDonald's and a Burger King right next to each other on the other side of the hospital parking lot. I mean, it's still there. I don't know why I used the word was. But we would walk over there and it was so nice, just to relax for a little while and then go back to work, Anyway, she had a baby. She still is not back to work. I'm assuming she's coming back in April. So I should be finding out here soon if I will be a permanent remote worker. If that happens, I'm going to order some office furniture for my office. Because the furniture I have, like the chair, this chair, it just goes like slowly down. The hydraulics are all messed up. And so, a couple hours into my day, I'm like sitting on the floor. I'm like, what happened here? So I have to stand up and put the chair back up. So I will invest in some office furniture, but I don't want to do it if I'm not going to be working from home. What happened here? I got the totally wrong drill here. That's weird. Let's, so yesterday, someone asked me if TSA was going to have any new artwork coming out soon. Now, I have to say that I said yes, very soon. They're coming out with art. But they did come out with a piece of artwork this past week. And if I can find it, I'll put it here to show you. This is by Stephen Tanner. Probably the reason I didn't mention it is just not my thing. Which, and I'm affiliate with Treasure Studios Arts. If it's your thing, it's quite colorful. I think we've talked about it in one of my lives, maybe on Wednesday. It's quite colorful, but, well, that's a loud vehicle. There's nothing wrong with the channel. It's a car. What was I saying? Oh, Stephen Tanner. So, and some of you might know S&J Creations. There's a channel, S&J Creations. That's Stephen Tanner. So, and they will be unboxing that on their channel, him and his wife. So, it's quite colorful. But it's just not my thing. But if you happen to like it, head over to Treasure Studios Arts, use my code Rebecca15, and you will get 15% off your purchase of that painting. Assuming it's more than $40, I have no idea what it costs. Anyway, um, so, but there is other artwork coming very soon. Um, New artists, new artwork from the existing artists. You're just going to be blown away. Um, Not sure what Rachel's waiting for. Come on, Rachel, let's get the new artwork out. Let's get the new artwork out. Let's get started. Let's get started. Woo. I'm trying to figure out what color. Oh, concentrate, Rebecca. I'm not concentrating very well today. So let's talk judge, jury, and journey. All right, jury selection will continue today in the George Floyd murder trial. I was thinking perhaps I should change it to the George Floyd death trial, because we don't know if it was murder or not, do we? I mean, that's for the jury to decide. So maybe I'll change it to the George Floyd death trial, or the Derek Chauvin murder trial. Either way, I think you guys know what I'm talking about. Anyway, so jury selection continues today. They have 7 jurors so far, and jury selection is just so boring. So because of that, I've been bringing you the Teresa Sievers case. Now, I did take a day off from listening to the trial, but yesterday I listened to some more. And, I think I mentioned that I was confused about the lack of evidence against Mark Sievers, her husband, for the conspiracy, for conspiring to have his wife killed. He hired his best friend, and his best friend hired somebody else. But I got to thinking about it because, yesterday they started putting on some analysts. I was listening to analysts, and they were, I kept saying I wanted someone to come on and tie everything together. Well, they're doing that now, and they're, yesterday what I listened to was the analyst for the phone records, and they actually had a map of Florida and the different phones, and you could see, that they had been to her house and then up 75 and back to Missouri. And so, I started thinking about the evidence that we've heard so far, and this would be my pitch as a juror. Not so much direct evidence against Mark Sievers, but when they put Curtis Wainwright on the stand, he told this incredible story of how his friend hired him to commit this murder, and he was going to pay him out of the life insurance. And then he hired a friend, and he went into, very a very detailed account of the murder from start to finish, including the purchasing the cell phones, the burner phones, and he purchased one, Mark Sievers purchased one. So what they've done since he told this meticulous story is that they have proved that everything that he said was correct. Nothing he said up on that stand turned out to be not true. Everything turned out to be true. The times, the places, the fact that they went to Walmart, they went to the beach, what they bought at the Walmart. I mean, every single detail that he told has been proven to be true. So what that tells me is that this was a very, very credible witness. Now, yes, he's serving 25 years in jail for his part in the participation of the murder. So that in and of itself should shed some doubt on his credibility. But But the fact that the prosecution has put on witnesses and evidence to show that everything he said was true, then you would have to believe that what he's saying about Mark Sievers is very likely true as well. And then you've got those burner phones. You know why? We'll never know, because Mark Sievers is not going to take the stand in his own defense. We'll never know what his explanation was for buying a burner phone. What explanation could you possibly have? I mean, the fact that these gentlemen, why I don't know why I'm saying gentlemen, these murderers, knew exactly when to go to that house to commit this murder. I mean, that information could have only come from Mark Sievers. So that would be my jury pitch. If I were deliberating, that would be where, what I would say to the rest of the gang, the rest of the jurors. Of course, I would listen to see what they had to say, but so I kept wondering, why are they proving the underlying case? Why? And it's just to, I think it's to show the credibility of Curtis Wainwright. You know, did he get a deal? Yes, he got a deal in exchange for his testimony, but his testimony has been spot on. So, all right, that is Judge, Jury, and Journey. Today I'm going to listen to, they're putting on the stand an FBI agent who's going to talk about the fiber analysis. Maybe we'll get links from the dogs. They took fibers from the dogs. So I started listening to her yesterday, but she was like, it was like this whole PowerPoint slide about how to be a fiber analyst. And I'm like, I wanted to shoot myself. Like, those poor jurors had to sit through that. I don't know why the prosecution let her do that, but whatever. But what a cool job. She works at Quantico for the FBI as a fiber analyzer. I just think it's a cool job. You get the evidence in and the little baggies, and you got your lab coat on, and you're looking under the microscope, and you're coming to these conclusions. You're comparing things and samples, and then at the end of the day, you go home. No stress. Where's the stress? I don't know. I just think it'd be a cool job. I'm 60 years old, and I'm still saying that's a cool job. Young people today have so many opportunities for cool jobs. I'm telling you, I'm going to tell my granddaughter, hey, you should be an FBI fiber analyst. And she'll go, what? I don't know if I told you, but she had said, I'm going to go to BYU. I'm like, BYU? What does that stand for? Now, I knew what it stood for, but I wasn't sure she did. Because, her mother lives in Vegas, which is not far from BYU. Just, one state over. So I said, she's like, yeah, Brigham Young University. I said, you want to go to a religious school? And she's like, no, Grandma, I'm going to go to BYU. And I said, it's a religious school. I mean, it was founded by Brigham Young. Look up Brigham Young. So she gets on her phone and she's looking up Brigham Young. I said, first of all, you could go and study to become a sister wife. It's Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, that founded that school. So she looks it up and she's like, I am not going to this school. She's so funny. She's still at that age where, everything is in front of her and you could choose anything you want. You could be anything you want. So exciting. It really is. And I can't wait to see what she ends up doing in life. I'm excited for that. And I am going to be healthy and I'm going to be around to see it. Gosh darn it. So let's talk about this day in history. Do, 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 do. Let me find it. This day in history, March 15th, 1892. How are we doing on time? Oh, we're good. March 15th, 1892. Where was this at? It was in Coney Island, New York. The first escalator was demonstrated. Um, this was the day that the escalator was patented by Jesse Wilford Reno. The idea of his inclined elevator was originally part of a proposal to build an underground New York City subway. Well, they didn't like the subway idea, but they liked the escalator idea, so they ran with the escalator idea. It included rubber-coated moving handrail and a comb of projected fingers so your feet didn't get caught, when you got down to the bottom of it or the top of it. So the first one was demonstrated in Coney Island, New York, and 75,000 people tried that out during the 2 weeks that it was there. Now, what do y'all think of escalators? I'm not, I just don't like touching the handrail because of all the germs. I don't know what they do now to clean it off, but I never liked touching the handrail. And if I was in an airport, like, do you remember, those people movers in the airport, like, you can either walk or you can get on this thing that just goes. I would just stand there. And people get mad because they're like, no, we're walking. So you have to, like, if you're standing, you have to be on one side. And if you're moving, if you're walking, you have to be on the other side. So I would get to my side. But people are like, whoop, 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 whoop. I mean, you get there faster wherever you're going. But I just thought it was cool to just kind of chill out and take a ride. And when I get to the end, I'll just get on the next one. I don't know what airports those are that have those, but pretty cool. And then, when the mood would strike me, I would be one of the walkers, especially if I had to get to a flight. That's when you want to walk. You're like, out of my way. I got all these ABs here. Oh, I need one of these. Just one. Just one. That is it. Just one AB. There we go. I missed one right there around the little, I don't know if you guys can see the little clock. Yeah, right there. I put gold ABs around the clock. I should have put them up here too, don't you think? Nah, I put them around the clock, like right there, and then down here. Yeah. Sparklers for Squares from Tina Burney's shop. DP with sparklers. Okay, what's the next one I'm going to do? K. K, 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 K. I got to go to work. I have to go to work. Figure out what I did to that spreadsheet from last week. I think y'all recall from Saturday's episode, I messed up the spreadsheet, so I got to figure out what. And this time I'm going to ask the girl, just please walk me through what did I do to this thing so it doesn't happen again. Because gosh darn it, I am smart enough to do this. I'm not going to let this get me down. I'm going to figure out this daggum Google Sheets and just pray that there's no more new programs coming out before I retire. That's it. Oh man, we are supposed to have really bad thunderstorms today. It's already like darkening. And when it thunders here, this whole house was shaking this weekend. And I've got to hire a lawn guy to do the lawn, or buy a lawnmower myself, but I think it's just easier to hire somebody. Yeah. Can you see me out there mowing? I haven't mown a lawn since I was 12. Oh my God. Mowing lawns. No, I thought about it for my daughter has a pink lawnmower. Seriously. She's so funny. She's so independent. She does everything herself. If there's something broken in her house, she fixes it. I'm like, really? I would call a handyman for that. She'd come put up these curtains for me. I know she would. All right, guys, National Napping Day. Plan your nap. Make sure it's earlier in the day so it doesn't mess up your sleep at night, like me. So I hope you guys have a great Monday, and I will see you in one of the lives tonight. You know, Crystal and Crystal's Creations and Diamond Painting Queen 2020 are doing a Disney collab, so check that out. I will see y'all tomorrow. I'm just looking. Taylor Swift and Beyonce swept the Grammys. I can step that to record. So just let the music sometimes.